Hey folks, this is Keough, and I've got a new training session for you. This right here is going to be my Saturday session of Smolov Jr., in which I'm going to do 260 pounds for 10 sets of 3 reps. Again, I'm trying to really keep these reps as strict as possible in terms of the pause. I was able to do that today. The sets were harder than I would have liked. I would have liked for them to have felt a little easier. I felt like the first few sets were around an RPE 8 or 8.5, and then towards the end I was definitely working close to a 10. So I would have preferred for them to be a little easier, but that's how it went today. Obviously, not. You can tell from the sound of my voice that I'm not feeling fantastic, but I made a commitment to try Smolov Jr. So I'm going to try it, and I'm going to stick with it as much as possible. Try not to take any sessions off. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do about training tomorrow. There's always a possibility that I take my deadlift session off because it's a week that I could afford to miss. But I'm just going to see how I feel, and if I feel strong enough, and if I feel up to it, I'll go in and train tomorrow as normal and try and do everything that I'm supposed to do. Otherwise, these felt pretty good. I'm experimenting a little bit with my setup, with my foot position on the ground. I felt like a few times I lost footing on the bench as I was performing some of these sets, and I started to flatten out, and I really don't want that. But I've been experimenting with not using anything to stand on, no plates or anything like that, and using Olympic shoes, which will have a raised heel, and trying to really tuck my feet higher up on the bench. I feel like I can't quite get the same leg drive, but I can get slightly better leverage because I can keep my knees lower in relation to the bench. And something that I try to do as a cue for myself is I try to keep my knees below my elbows when I bench. I know that sounds very strange, but I'm a believer that even with feet down benching, you can achieve better leverage usually when you try to keep your knees locked into place and low in comparison to the bench. And of course, in order to achieve better leverage on a bench press, you want to keep your elbows as high as possible in relation to the bench. You watch people bench with a flat back and a narrow grip, and you look at how far their elbows dip below the bench. Well, you lose a lot of leverage when that happens. So I'm just trying to experiment, find a way to keep my elbows above my knees as I'm bench pressing, and not exactly successful with it today, but I'll try again some other time. Keep experimenting, trying new setups. Anyway, that's all I've got. Keep checking in. I may or may not have a video for you tomorrow. I think I'll train, but I'm not positive. I'm just going to see how I feel. Alright, take care.